Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of the task force tour with only 3 operations left to go. Today it is time for yet again another one of the hardest one out there. So, hello everyone, it is Reverse and welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach and welcome back to yet again another episode of the task force tour. Yesterday we took on, in the last episode we took on Operation Stronghold. There was actually Mambo in between down there because I'm a little bit behind when it comes down to recordings. Something always seems to be happening in between whenever I'm trying to do a task force operation, but that's going to be alright, that's going to be all cool. Unfortunately, I don't got the rewards. This was the operation rewards for Mambo, so I'm gonna go with the gold. I already got my tanks and medics loaded up, so it's about time we take on the next operation. Operation Choke Point! Here we go. So, this is a really tough operation, you know. Every single base is above level 100. Let's actually go over what they look like. I already see a new base I've never seen before, but the first one is Ballast. Ballast is actually a pretty tough one. Let me actually check the range of the boom cannons over here. So I suppose if you're around this little area between the sniper towers and the rocket launcher, which you have Izuka, you will be able to snipe the power core just like that. But in order to do that, you gotta be taking out the mortars over here, the sniper towers, the rocket launchers, the cannons, and possibly these mortars over there as well. So this one's actually quite tough. We are, as a matter of fact, dealing with 307% building health, bringing it up over 600,000 on this power core, so that's actually pretty major. Next one, we got Komondor. Komondor is an interesting base because Komondor is always having this line of defense here, and then after there's like 2 layers of defenses, and in this case we actually got 3 of them because the mortar got added onto that as well. So at the left side you really got nothing to do down there. It all comes down to taking the base down at the right side, and I mean you don't even have to worry about all of these shock launchers because they are not able to reach anyway. What you essentially want to be taking out is of course a few of these machine guns. Make your way to all of these rocket launchers over here, taking all those out, and then make your way up to the power core by taking out those boom cannons over there. Next up we got another base. The next base we're gonna be talking about Complex. Complex is a base I've never seen before, so ooh, this actually is quite complex. And if you got enough energy, you would be able to make it up there with just the warriors making the way all the way to the back. So it's going to be tricky, but if you make it up there, you're pretty much in for a safe run. The only thing that could potentially hurt you are basically every single rocket launcher over there. So make sure you guys take those out as well. You do have 1, 2, 3 shock launchers over here, so I'm kind of expecting we're not going to be, you know, attempting Complex on this very run. Then next up we got, the next one is Titanic, level 125. I'm actually going to look straight into the building masterpiece. It's 520% health, comes at over, almost 1 million, but this base is just ridiculous. If anything, if you want to be taking this one out, go by the back, but it will take a lot of attacks for us in order to make it up there. An overall pretty tough base. And then Machina over here. Level 130. Machina is definitely doable, but it's going to be ridiculously hard to do so. I mean, look at the health that these rocket launchers have. That's basically enough for an headquarters here. So we gotta have to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 headquarters there. And let me actually see how much health the power core has. Almost an additional million on top of what it already has. So we're talking about a 589% building health. Absolutely insane. Machina is definitely a base to you know, take into consideration here. I'm kind of afraid to start on attacking. And then last but not least is another base I've never seen before. It's called Ransom, level 135. This base is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at the layout here. It's actually pretty impressive looking. It's like, this is like a little entry here. But yeah, as you guys can see, all of the defenses down here, you would be able to take down this base with warriors here at the back. So that definitely is an option as well. Definitely, especially on this base, some people, if they got strong enough warriors and they got enough energy, they will be in the ability to actually take out this base just like that without a single care in the world. You got to be careful of the machine guns, obviously, and we are talking about, where is the building health? I cannot even find it because it's also packed. Oh, it's behind it. 748%, over a million on top of what it already has, almost 1.5 million. So yes, that being said, it is time to initiate the attack. And I'm just gonna say to my task force members, go, 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 go. There you go. So, let's just see what we're gonna be doing on this base, because this is just absolutely, I don't know, it's ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. And someone's already attacking. I didn't get to see who was actually attacking this base, but I'll bet we'll find out in a couple of seconds here. And first off, it is the warriors attack by a Meister Eater. And he's going straight towards these rocket launchers, which is a very nice move to do. I think Ballast is basically the only base we can really take out in this operation attack. But we'll see how well we're going to be doing. He so far dropped 5 smokes in order to make his way up to these rocket launchers. And right now I think he's going to be able to take it out. He's shock bombing the mortars, the rocket launchers and the machine guns. So that way he can actually take out all of these buildings. And as you guys can see, he is actually getting a ton of damage, so if you got a medkit, you better use it right now, otherwise you're wiped out. And there you go, that was the attack of Meister Eater. He actually did a nice job there, but unfortunately didn't manage to take out all of the rocket launchers. Let's see who else is going to go ahead and take this one down. And what Agu is saying over here at the right side is actually pretty important information. We only got 35 attacks in order to take down this base, so it's going to be pretty tough to do so. And I would just say Shasha, despite having a LC in upgrading, attack anyway. So next up, seems nobody is attacking right now. Might take my chance here to actually do this. My only worry here is the boom cannon, obviously. But perhaps we can work our way up there. I'm not sure about this, honestly. I'm not confident in my own ability to attack yet, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna wait until someone else attacks, and then I'll make my move. Okay, so currently the base is under attack by Luke. And he decided to actually go ahead and take his chance here, drops all of the warriors onto the base, and he's probably going to finish off the work the Meister Eater is doing earlier by taking out those rocket launchers. So let's see, he actually drops the flare straight in the middle down there, and he's gonna be just fine doing all that. And then I'm really curious to know, he's dropping the shock in advance. That's not the smartest way to go around doing that, considering the fact that whenever the rocket launcher runs out, it will start firing away. Is he going to be able to take it down? No, he is not. And that's most likely because he dropped that shock a little bit too early down there. And I think I made up my mind there. Targets Komondor and Ballast. There we go. Komondor and Ballast is the ones that we're going to be attacking, because the rest are just it's just like a Machina Titanic that is just too ransomly complex to take down. I like what I did there. So I'm using tanks and medics. I'm gonna go ahead and actually attack Komondor to get some of these machine guns out of the way. And in order for me to do that, what I'm gonna be doing is actually just dropping the units. Oh, look at that, like, rocket launcher doing the damage down there. That is incredible. It's insane as well at the same time. Drop the shock. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. My tanks are literally getting wrecked. They are literally getting wrecked. Yeah, there you go, smoke. Kind of healing them up to get again, because as you guys can see, medics are making sure that they can pack a few more punches there. Not a whole lot really, considering that they're under siege again. They're not able to do much of anything really. As you guys can see, I lost majority of my medics. My only objective right now is to take out this machine gun at the right side here. So that's what we're going at. Holy moly. So tough. Gonna drop my artillery. And I wasn't even able to take down all of those machine guns over there. That's just silly. Yeah, there you go. And it should be gone right now. So, holy moly, what the heck? Hello? What? Does it still count then, though? Hello? What? Okay, let's see what Sam is gonna be doing. He's gonna be using his I don't know what happened. This connection, like, okay. So if you're smart, Sam, you do not take out the. Just make your way up there. Yes, yes. You're a good guy, Sam. Good guy, Sam strikes. He's actually making his way up to the rocket launch over here. Hopefully taking it out. That would be awesome if he would be taking it out. There you go. Smack, smack, smack. Holy moly! Ooh, he's losing a lot of units here. No, you gotta keep that shotgun as well. Ouch. Take out the mortar at least. That would be awesome. If you take out the mortar, that would be dope. Doesn't seem like that you will be able to do that though. How much energy do you got left? Probably not a whole lot by the looks of it. And there you go. There goes the last warrior. Taking out by the boom cannon. Very nice attack regardless. We took out a rocket launcher. So, we've done a couple of attacks, and I think it would be in your best interest to make the episode not too long, that I'm going to take a little break here, like I'm usually doing, and then I'll be back the moment we are nearing the end of the task force attack, so I'll meet you guys then. Okay, and we are back with only 40 seconds on the clock until the task force tour is done, or at least this attack on Operation Choke Point. As you guys can see, we took out Ballast alongside with Komondor, which are very nice bases to take down, and we're actually going to take a look how we did take them down. Because, well, those are the two that took the main focus here. We only did 28 attacks, unfortunately, so that is kind of unfortunate. But as you guys can see, Mass is the last one taking down Komondor, and I think, like, we were like, you know, we're not even going to be bothering with the rest. So, the first attack I want to show you guys is actually Matsku. He did an amazing attack, and I'm going to show you guys how he went on ahead and did this. So, Ballast right now, or Ballast, or I don't know. Currently has all of these rocket launchers being gone, the last one just being taken out by Matsku, and we're just gonna see how he's gonna be doing this. I do want to point out the fact that he did have his statues boosted up, or at least he said he did. So that's also going to be playing a factor of taking down this base, but let's just see how he goes ahead and does this. So, makes your way up to the machine gun. Smoke, smoke. Very nice pathing. Does get exposed for a split second there. Does get some damage as well. Then, gonna make your way up to the mortars. Then I think goes to the rocket launchers. That's a lot of smoke. I think that he dropped like 10 smokes or something like that in order to make it up there. So I'm curious to know if he got any more energy to disable anything, to shock anything at all. Oh wow, holy moly! He has 3 shocks and 1 medkit. That's just really insane. So he goes and takes out all of the rocket launchers, it seems like. Then he drops a flare, I think immediately. I don't think it was effective because some of the warriors were still there. And then he takes out all of these sniper towers as well. And there you go. That was the attack of Matsku, taking out like 3 buildings or 6 buildings down there. That were very nice to take out alongside with the rocket launcher with the artillery that he did. So as I already mentioned before, it was a really nice attack. Let's move on forward here. The attack is already over. The operation is already over. And we're going to move on to... Can I not review it? Hold up. If I go back here. Maybe I can just go ahead and watch it then. No, what's up with the game? I think I'll just reboot the game. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back again. And for some odd reason, I cannot watch the replays. Let's actually see if I can Oh, so over here it's actually fine, which is awkward. I think I'll have to wait until I can show you guys the rest. So yeah, I'll just take a little break once again, and I'll meet you guys back again once it works. Okay, so about 2 days later, we're finally back and we can finally review the bases that have been attacked on Operation Chokepoint. And I already went ahead and actually watched a few of these replays, so I'm just gonna go over the highlights here. So we left off with Matsuku, and the attack after that was actually pretty badass. I'm gonna show you guys why that is. So Toxic is going with an interesting troop combination. It is the Rifleman and the Zuka and the Medics, and as you guys can see, what's very nice about this attack, and very thoughtful of Toxics, is the fact of the matter that if you just shock the mortars, you can just basically take out everything, and that's perfectly being demonstrated on this attack. As you guys can see, takes out the power cells right now, mortars have been taken out, makes his way up to the sniper towers, doesn't stand a chance, shocks the mortars, and as you guys can see, does get some damage from the mines, but you know, that's going to be okay. Then makes his way up to the boom cannons, machine guns don't even start firing yet, drops a correctional flare once again to get to the boom cannons. As you guys can see, all of the defenses at the left side are basically gone. So right now all we need to do is actually make our way up to the rocket launchers, and I think that I'm not entirely sure what his name was, but one of the task force members actually decided to do that, and it was actually Shasha actually doing that very nicely, going on to the rocket launcher. So he makes his way up to the left side. You might be thinking, because he only took down 3 force points, that he also went for the power cell, but he does not. He actually makes his way up to the rocket launcher, actually losing a few warriors here and there, but that's going to be quite alright, because he's dropping the shock onto the mortars over there, and actually right now taking out 1 mortar along the way, and that was a very nice attack. And then basically we had free space to actually take down the base, and yeah, that was basically about it when it comes down to Ballast. So Swag Phantom actually took it out with Heavy Zuka, and let's move on to the next base, Komondor, because Komondor was actually the base that I thought we were going to be taking down first. It was a pretty rough base when we were taking a look at it, and there were a few interesting attacks that I want to show you guys. Starting off with JT, actually level 10 tanks, they just do so much damage. As you guys can see, majority of these machine guns are already down. I think we took out another rocket launcher, I'm not entirely sure, a rocket launcher and a shock launcher maybe, I'm not entirely sure, but as you guys can see, JT actually making his way up to the rocket launcher, takes it down, and then right now he can just focus on the mortars, because you know, the rocket launchers don't really have range until where that little tank is over there, so that definitely gets wiped out. But still, regardless of that, he's able to take out 3 mortars along the way, making the path a little bit bigger for our task force members to go ahead and attack that base. So we're gonna be moving on to the next one. After JT, we had Caleb, we had Captain Jarjo, we had Ado actually taking out some machine guns, Elion actually taking out 10 buildings. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this one. This is a new task force member which we haven't seen before, and this is actually going to be on Machina, so that was still pretty fun to show off to you guys. As you guys can see, he goes all the way to the right side there. It wasn't really a necessity or anything like that in order to take out or try to attack this base, because look at this, we're never gonna be able to take this one down. But still, regardless of that, I thought it was a pretty funny attack, because basically the riflemen are like shooting in some sort of a laser that I showed you guys before in episodes with the Rifleman Orchestra, and I just kind of thought this attack was kind of funny to show off to you guys. But you guys can probably guess what happens here. He's gonna be running out of time, I believe, so he's not able to do anything else than just, you know, do the force points from Machina down there. So let's move on to the next attack. After that, we also got Muchachachi trying his best on Machina. Didn't really work out. We got Roby over here, Adam 5, and then Pacadon taking down 2 buildings, and then Say Your Prey actually comes in with a very boss attack, taking down 10 buildings, and we're just going to see how well he goes ahead and does this. Goes with the Heavy Zuka strategy. First, flare actually dropped. Second one, very tight next to the base. That is very nice, because that way, you know, the rocket launcher and the shock launcher don't start firing on you, and you can also basically avoid the mortars over there. Drops a smoke just in case, and another one for the Zukas just in case as well. As you guys can see, some of the Zukas do get attacked, but that's going to be just alright. And right now he's finally in range, and look how many buildings he actually got with just 2 shocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 buildings with just 2 shocks. That is absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever managed to do 8 buildings in one shot, so this was very nice to see. I was like, whoa, that's actually pretty badass. But as you guys can see, the heavies are kind of weakened right now, but they're still in pretty nice position. And as you guys can see, they still form this wall down there, but they do get kind of like hit pretty badly by those boom cannons. And as you guys can see, only just Zukas left. But as you guys can see, only single targeting buildings are hitting on the Zukas right now. So they are able to survive for quite a bit. They're actually taking out most of the boom cannons. Right now another flamethrower goes for the last flamethrower they can take out. And then the boom cannon, hopefully they can take it out. Almost. They can almost take that one out, but an overall very, very nice attack. And then we're going to be moving on to, I think we're going to be moving on to VC Kami. I was like thinking how I should pronounce his name, but as you guys can see, makes his way up there. He should have probably dropped the smoke. He drops the smoke, forgets to flare. That's kind of like, I don't know, that's like a matter of time, really. You cannot really blame someone for having that. I would have probably dropped a correctional flare near there to make them go a little bit more towards the wall, but that's going to be okay as long as they do hug the wall to a point where they cannot be reached by the rocket launcher. It's all gonna be fine. As you guys can see right now, taking out the boom cannon, and then basically after that all you need to do is either take out this boom cannon over here or just make your way to the base or the power core, because you cannot really get hit by anything anymore. Some of the Zukas do still get hit by the boom cannons, and as you guys can see, will he be able to take out the flamethrower? Yes, he does, and then he dies as well. And then let's move on to the last attack. The last attack was actually from Mass, actually creating a big mess, taking it out, but he doesn't need to even do anything besides dropping all of his gunboat energy. And I think the last time he did the same thing, so it's really funny that he's in there for a repeated takedown on this base. Komondor's been taken down very nicely, thanks to our task force members, and that was the last attack that I wanted to show you guys on this episode. So in overall, we actually took out two bases, the first one being Ballast and the second one being Komondor. We did try our best on Machina, but as you guys already saw, that didn't really turn out that well. So that basically was Operation Choke Point. So I'm gonna be thanking you guys so much for watching, because I appreciate if you're still around. Next episode is obviously going to be, I think, the semi-final episode, which is Curtain Call, which we already attempted to take down, and I'm gonna show you guys the footage of that tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So as always, make sure that if you guys like this video, to boom, give that a thumbs up. And that being said, this has been Professor for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.